On Israeli-Palestinian peace talks.
That's right. It's on the front page of the Wall Street Journal today, talking about how Israeli-Palestinian peace talks are endangered by the latest wrangling. Now, what is this? Well, 8 months of talks to bring Israeli and Palestinians to the negotiation table appeared near collapse yesterday, says the Wall Street Journal. Basically, the Palestinian leader, Mahmoud Abbas, really lashed out against Israel, saying that he would seek further UN recognition unless a prisoner release by Israel went ahead. Now, a lot of papers are focusing on something else that's very central to these negotiations actually going through, and that's the release by the U.S. of a man named Jonathan Pollard. He's an American who was convicted of spying for Israel about 3 decades ago. And according to the Daily Beast, the Obama administration has floated a proposal to release Pollard in exchange for Israel's continued participation in these peace talks. And these peace talks are supposed to end on April 29th. So the Daily Beast says this is kind of a carrot to get Israel to continue negotiating. But this is an exclusive article by the Daily Beast that says that this proposal by Obama is actually facing bipartisan backlash from Congress. For once, Republicans and Democrats agree on something. They agree that they are very much against the U.S. handing over the spy to Israel.
Okay, and the Israeli press has been reacting to this mooting of a possible release of Pollard.
That's right. Haaretz says that Pollard has paid the price for what he did, and so no one should begrudge him of his freedom. But should he be freed, Israelis would be better than to give him a hero's welcome. You can read the title here. Don't hug Pollard when he lands. There's nothing heroic about what Pollard did, according to Haaretz, because after all, he betrayed America. And Haaretz says America is a country that's done more than any other for Israelis, and so they should remember that. And I pulled out another piece, this time in Yediot Aharonot. It's an op-ed piece about these peace talks, very pessimistic. It says the Israeli-Palestinian negotiations are the diplomatic version of the Malaysian plane affair. They've disappeared off the radar, and you could read the title here. These talks aren't going anywhere. It might be time for the U.S. to withdraw from the peace negotiations, says Yediot Aharonot, and let Netanyahu and Abbas get along on their own.
Okay, let's move on now. And international papers are reacting to events here in France and the new Prime Minister, Manuel Valls.
That's right, the new Prime Minister. In The Guardian, there's an article that says that France likes a strong man, and that's just what they're getting with Manuel Valls. To quote the article, President François Hollande has replaced his spineless sidekick. Ouch, hard words there for Jean-Marc Ayrault. He's replaced him with a reformer who likes to talk tough on immigration. And The Guardian says this is important because in the French system, the president presides while the prime minister, well, he governs. Now, the conservative paper, the Wall Street Journal, is also focusing on this new appointment of Manuel Valls. They actually applaud this. They say that he has a youthful air that reminds them a lot of Blair and Clinton. Could this be the key to getting Hollande to steer to the right, wonders the Wall Street Journal? To quote the article, if that means that Hollande finally intends to put an end to his war on foreign investors and the wealthy French, well, we'll take this as a good thing. But, and there's always a but with the Wall Street Journal, when it comes to improving French economic policy, we've learned over the years never to raise our hopes too high. So still not getting their hopes up too much.
It'll be interesting to observe the new chemistry now between Hollande and Valls. Meanwhile, you're going to finish us off with some papers are focusing on spending within the Catholic Church.
That's right. 2 sides to this story. Let's look stateside first of all. The Daily Beast is talking about how big spending bishops are cowering under their cloaks. And you can see a photo there of the Archbishop of Atlanta, Wilton Gregory. Well, he's come under fire because he used money donated to his parish to build himself a $2.2 million house. But meanwhile, friars in Rome, they have a totally different style. You can read about this in the International New York Times. They need $125,000 to fix up the Church of St. Francis in Rome. That's the church where St. Francis of Assisi, he stayed there during the 12th century. Now, they want to renovate it because ever since Pope Francis chose the name Francis, they've been seeing a lot more tourists. So they really want to renovate the church. But since they've taken a vow of poverty, they're trying to seek solutions, and they've gone online. They've gone to crowdfunding using a Kickstarter campaign. Check it out if you want to donate money. There's 9 days left to go.
Oh, very interesting. Florence Vilmano, thank you very much for that roundup of the press this Wednesday here on France 24. A quick break now, but stay tuned. More news and headlines coming up. We'll also bring you today's focus. Germany is an economic giant, but a relative political dwarf on the world stage. The Ukrainian crisis may have changed all that, though, but some Germans aren't happy about it. Don't go away.